WMFD Digital Television, Mansfield. We're playing your favorite artists on Mix 106.1.
The WMFD Sports Game of the Week. Presented by Empire Affiliates, your community credit union.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Ram Field. It is week 4 of the high school football season, where tonight the Ashland Arrows undefeated, not to their best start, they say, since the early 1970s, at 3-0, take on the 2-1 Madison Rams. Hello, everybody. I'm Jeff Allen, along with Bob Miller, and tonight, conference play opens up all around the area. In this case, it's the Ohio Cardinal Conference as Ashland comes over to take on the defending co-champion Madison Rams. Madison got back on the winning track last week as they bounced Mount Vernon by a final score of 40-19. And for Ashland last week, they bounced Shelby in their Century of Celebration game as they beat the Whippets by a final score of 17-0 at Community Stadium on their new pro grass. The winner tonight, especially for Madison with their new spread offense, will be if they can keep the football in the hands of the fellows wearing the green and keep it off the green grass.
Well, 40 points on the offensive side last week. That's got to make Matt Godsell pretty happy about the emergence of the offense for the Rams. They're going to need to continue the maturity and show that they can put points on the board against quality opponents in conference play. They got 217 yards through the air out of Matt Brown and 3 touchdowns last week, and they got what they thought they were going to get through 3 games, game in, game out, and that is a 100-yard rushing effort by Devin Ohl. If the Rams can hold on to the football and Matt Brown can show some of the glimpses of his ability through the air that he showed against Mount Vernon, and we can see the Devin Ohl that we have seen the last couple of years again here tonight, I think Madison has a shot.
Whenever you're the defending champ, well, you're the champ till somebody takes the crown away from you. And last year, Madison went over to Community Stadium with a strong second half, and a pretty good football team won the contest by a final score of 33-7. But it's a year later, and they are bigger and they are stronger. And they've proven it through 3 games, 3 Northern Ohio League opponents and 3 wins. Ashland this year, coming out of that spread offense, has been able to throw it, and they've been able to run it. They are a balanced football team. So if you stop the ground, they can go to the air.
Well, Taylor Housewright, he can fling that football all over the place. He had 162 yards at halftime last week through the air against the Whippets. Dan Eisenhower on the ground, he was over 100 yards. So you're right. The spread offense, in order to work, you got to have a solid runner that can take a little bit of the pressure and keep those linebackers maybe back in pass coverage. I think one of the keys tonight, Madison has very active linebackers. They've got 10 sacks among them. They've got to put pressure on Taylor Housewright and hurry him and not let him orchestrate that spread like Scott Valentine's offense has been able to do through 3 weeks.
It's Parents' Night here at Esley Lane. We'll see if it's a good one, or we'll see if Ashland spoils the party, so to speak. The kickoff coming up in just a couple of minutes.
Give me an F, give me an R, give me an E, free. Give me a checking account with Empire. It's free, free, free.
We'll give you $25. Our free checking offers you no monthly fees, no minimum balance, free online banking and bill payment, free checks. Support your school with Spirit Checks, featuring your team's logo on every check. For every box you order, we make a cash donation to your school.
We got Spirit, yes we do. We got Spirit, how about you?
Empire Affiliates, your community credit union. Join us today.
Be a part of it.
An unrepaired leak in your basement today could be even worse tomorrow and soon become a big problem. Don't wait. Call B-Dry. B-Dry was featured on NBC's Dateline as the honest waterproofing company. B-Dry gave honest, accurate assessments, saving homeowners thousands of dollars. Plus, the B-Dry Life of the Structure warranty guarantees you'll stay dry. Call B-Dry.
800-686-4585.
Yeah, B-Dry.
The WMFD Sports Game of the Week is presented by Empire Affiliates, your community credit union, and brought to you in part by The Ohio State University at Mansfield, Gandert Door Company, Empress Express, Richland Bank, and by Mid-Ohio Collision Center.
Just about ready to start this contest. Ashland will get the football first. Back deep to receive for the Arrows is number 16, Shane Hiller. And to the far side of the field is number 6, Nate Cooper. As Devin Ohl puts the ball on the 40 as we are ready to get week 4 underway. As we said coming over, it's time to start separating the good teams from those that still need a whole bunch of work.
Week 4 means conference play. I mean, it gets doubly serious from this point forward for OCC teams, NCC, NOL. This is where it really begins.
Here is the kick. It is short, and it will be taken and bobbled by Hillary. Picks it up. He's running laterally to the far side of the field. Gets hit and dropped right at about the 19-20-yard line, and there is a flag on the play.
Ashland on offense comes out with Taylor House right under center and Dan Eisenhower. Big games from both of those two skilled position players last week against Shelby. Brandon Harris, Logan Kerr, Nate Cooper, and Conrad Edson round out the receivers. The big guys, Stevens, Heath, James, Wolf, and Carmen.
The initial indication is it is against Ashland, an illegal block or a push in the back. And let's see it. And it's holding.
Madison on defense with 10 sacks between them. Andrew Heiss, Jake Maudia going to key that defense. Along with them, Spielman, Mosier, Parker, Ziegler, Beckel, Grosskost, the linebackers, and the secondary, Ohl, Fliger, and Talley.
So it is first down, and 10 yards to go. Put the ball down as Ashland is at their own 10. Housewright is in shotgun. Snap of the ball, give it away. Eisenhower running hard, gets across the 15 and ahead to about the 16-yard line for a gain on the play of about 6 yards. In on the stop for Madison was Andrew Heiss. 2nd and 4, Ashland.
Well, when they go to the ground out of that spread, they're going to go to Eisenhower a large percentage of the time. He's a bull, 6'2", 230 pounds. About 7 yards on first down.
Ashland to the line of scrimmage. Brandon Harris flanked to the far side of the field. 2 wide receivers to the near side of the field. One of those, Nate Cooper. In the slot that way is Nick Helms. Snap. Here is Housewright running with a football. Gets hit and dropped, but not before he crosses the 20 and gets ahead to about the 23-yard line for an Ashland first down. And on the tackle was Darren Parker.
4 down linemen for the Madison defensive unit. 3 linebackers to start things. Housewright looking to exploit a running lane around the left side. Design keeper from the start. Picked up about 5. That's good enough for a first down for Ashland.
Arrows to the line of scrimmage. It is first down and 10. Nose of the football just shy of their own 24-yard line. Again, they go with the spread and 3 wide receivers. Snap of the ball. Back to throw. Housewright throws, nearly intercepted, but it is caught by Logan Kerr as he is tackled across the 30 and at about the 32-yard line, maybe the 33. He is just shy of the sticks. Gain on the play of almost 10 yards. Devin Ohl made the tackle.
And Jared Ziegler almost had 6 points for the Madison Rams. He tried to jump that route to Kerr from Housewright, and he almost came up with the interception. Had he been able to hang on to that football, he was going to be in the end zone, no one in front of him. But instead, it's another first down for Ashland.
Officials will give the Arrows indeed 10 yards on that last play. It is first down, 10 yards to go for Ashland. Their second consecutive first down on this drive, which started at their own 10-yard line. First quarter, no score. Snap of the ball. Give it away to Eisenhower. Flag down as Eisenhower crosses the 35 and gets ahead across the 37. But there is a flag on the play.
It's going to be a 4-yard pickup by Eisenhower if it stands. Flag is in an area where you would expect some holding, and that's what we're going to get. So Ashland, second holding penalty in this initial drive.
Brad Mosier made that last tackle, and this is going to cost the Arrows. And they will march the football back and put it down inside the 25 at about the 23.
Ashland 3-0.
Repeat first down.
3-0 coming into the game tonight. They are Division II, Region 6, as is Madison. D2, Region 6, and we're inching closer to when people are going to start checking out Joe Idle. Madison coming in 2-1.
Logan Kerr goes in motion, lines up as a slot on the other side. Back to throw. Housewright has time, going to go deep to Harris, who dropped the ball. Oh, boy. I don't know if that would have been a touchdown, but I think Ashland would have been looking pretty. 1st and 10 at Madison's 30 or 25. That ball was right there.
Well, and he beat Brandon Fliger. He got deep, and he got a little separation, and you couldn't ask for Housewright to deliver a better ball. I suppose you could say, how about a tighter spiral? But in stride,
that was
in
a
that
bullseye.
spread, he was
oh.
right on target.
That's a wide receiver's dream. Ooh. Anyway, it is 2nd down and 20 for the Arrows. Ball still at their own 23 after the holding penalty on the play before. Snap of the ball. It's a quarterback draw. It is Taylor Housewright hit by Jake Madial and dropped at the 25. Gain on the play 2 yards. So that brings up 3rd down and 18.
Well, going back 2 plays ago, the pass to Brandon Harris, he's got some gaudy numbers. He's got 7 receptions coming in tonight. 5 of them have gone for touchdowns. He almost had touchdown number 6 potentially on that long distance delivery from Housewright. But the Madison defense stiffens and they limit Housewright to a pickup of minimal yardage. Maybe he eked out a yard. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and a whole bunch. 3 wide receivers for the Arrows, 2 to the near side on this 3rd down and 18. Back throw Housewright, and wide open is Cooper, and he dropped it. Holy cow.
And Tyler Talley put a lick on the intended receiver, Nate Cooper. He's going to have alligator arms the next time he's out there. He dropped the ball and then took a shot. Take another look. Short arms this football. Another good throw by Housewright on the money. And then braces for contact from Talley, who sends him to the sideline.
You're going to get hit anyway. Catch the football. Oh, well. 4th down, and Baker punts the football away. A wobbly spiral that will bounce inside the 45 and die right about at the 43-yard line. So Madison's defense holds, and it will be 1st down and 10. Madison heading the other way. I'm impressed. Those 2 long passes by Housewright were right there.
2 first downs, 2 penalties, 2 drop passes, and a punt. So Madison defensively after the first series has to feel pretty good. Offensively, they're keyed by Matt Brown in that wishbone offense. Devin Ohl, Darren Parker, Jared Ziegler, Zach Maxey, and Tyler Grothcost, the receivers. Nick Barr out tonight. He's got an MCL knee problem, so he will not play tonight. Madiar, Ringer, Mosier, Reedy, and Klupp.
1st and 10, Madison. Matt Brown at quarterback gets a snap. He's looking to throws to the sidelines. The ball is caught, spun around, and coming up with a catch as a flag goes down, I believe, is Zach Maxey.
Arrows on defense. They are led in the middle by Shadron Starnes, their stellar linebacker. Rogers and Fast, Page, Lewis, Britton, Snow, Gillespie, Kerr, Harris, and McFarland. That penalty is going to work against Ashland.
Arrows not starting off this game exactly the way that they had hoped, I'm sure, as the penalties marched off, and it will be.
I think the call was an inadvertent face mask, so the 3-yard completion to Maxey stands up, plus the 5-yard inadvertent face mask.
It brings up a 1st down and about 3. Pitch outside, running with the football is Parker. He's in Ashland territory, and he's to head to about the 39-yard line of Ashland. So it is a 1st down, Darren Parker, as he's tripped up on the near side, but not before. He picks up the 1st down yardage and a whole bunch more. 1st down and 10, Madison. Ball is at the Ashland 39-yard line.
Second 1st down. 1st down on the previous play.
First down, 10 yards to go. Madison, they'll go with 1, 2, 3 wide receiver. Make it 4. Handoff. Here's Devin Ohl. Devin Ohl crosses the line of scrimmage, is wrapped up and brought down after a gain on the play of a couple. The tackle for Ashland, Cody Fast.
You got 2 teams running spread offenses. You're going to have the ball flying everywhere, but it's a high-risk offense. So I think your point earlier on, offsides against Ashland. Madison, no doubt, will take it. We didn't see a flag go down. But the point is, the team that can possess the football and reduce turnovers whoever wins the turnover battle here tonight, I know it's kind of cliche to make the statement, but I think it really does apply tonight with the wide open offenses that we will see from each team.
Madison was in a giving mood 2 weeks ago when they played Tiffin Columbian here, and they saw their 8-0 lead disappear to the tune of a 30-14 loss. But different night. First down, 5 yards to go for Madison. Put the football down at Ashland's 35-yard line. We've got movement across the line of scrimmage and a whole bunch of penalties as we start this game off, and leaving early is number 75, Sean Ringer.
That'll be the first penalty against the Rams. So that'll move them back to first down and 10. Take that 3-yard run by Devin Knoll off the board moments ago. Just underway, 7:46, clock is moving. We're in the first quarter.
Zach Maxey split to the far side of the field. Flanked to the near side is Aaron Flagger. Two backs in the backfield, and again, flags go down as the offensive line is not on the snap count.
Well, the defense was coming across too. Let's see who they're going to catch here. I think there was movement along the defensive line as well as premature movement along the offensive line. So who did what to who first is the question here. Madison cheerleaders on Parents' Night.
Well, let's see. That's going to work against Ashland.
That's unsportsmanlike conduct against Ashland, and that's going to be a big one. 15 yards and a first down. In a situation like that, you almost wonder if it was something they did along that line or something that they said. But nonetheless, 5 penalties in the first quarter against Ashland for 45 yards.
It's been a long time, if ever, since I've seen that. First down and 10. Madison at Ashland's 25. The pass complete to Taylor Grosskost on the near sideline. Run out of bounds by number 82, Chris Snow for Ashland. And the gain about 4 yards. It'll be second down and 6. Nose of the ball just shy of the 21.
Back out of the backfield. Looks like a lead blocker for a designed play from Matt Brown, and instead he becomes receiver. First catch tonight for Taylor Grosskost.
Maxey split to the far side of the field. Ziegler to the near side. Matt Brown gets the snap. Handoff. Madison put it on the ground. There was a fumble on the play. Who's got it? Madison says they do, and Ashland says they've got it, but it is going to be Madison football.
Devin Knoll fell on his own fumble, picked up about a yard in the process.
Now we were just talking about turnovers.
Yeah, that was just a bad exchange between Matt Brown and Devin Knoll. Wasn't defensive pressure causing that one. Luckily for Madison, they fell right on it, and brings up third down and about 5.
Slot formation either way, both left and right on this third down and 5 from Ashland's 20. Snap of the ball, back to throw. Brown, he is in trouble and goes down back at his own 27. Heavy pressure that time. And coming in to get him is Ashland's Andrew Britton, who put pressure on him and kind of had the pocket collapse on him. So now fourth down and about 11.
Out of shotgun. Pocket collapses around Matt Brown. He'll lose 7. Brings up fourth down and 11, but from this point on the field, they're going to have Devin Knoll try the long-range field goal. He's got the kicking block out there. And that's indeed what they're going to try out of the hold of Zach Maxey. This is also a perfect place on the field for a fake field goal, so we'll see what Matt Godsell intends to do here.
If they kick it, it's a 42-yard try.
Now, we've seen Devin Knoll with the leg to get it through, and he's got the wind at his back.
All right. And Zach Maxey is the backup quarterback. There's a snap. The ball is down. The kick is up. It is on the way, and it is no good. It had plenty of leg and plenty of height, but it is wide right. We'll take a break. 5:37 left to play first quarter. No score.
More than 1,000 successful business owners recognize the value of membership in the Mansfield-Richland Area Chamber of Commerce. Members receive free listings on the Chamber website and in the directory. The Chamber's Workers' Compensation Group Rating Program can save members thousands on their annual premiums. The Chamber supports the success of our area's small businesses.
It pays to belong. Call the Mansfield-Richland Area Chamber of Commerce today to see how you can join. Have a cool summer when you use your home equity line of credit from Richland Bank. Add central air conditioning or an in-ground pool, or take a great vacation this summer. All these things are even more affordable with our 4.99 annual percentage rate on all new advances on our Premier Reserve home equity line of credit. See any Richland banker or call 419-525-8700.
Richland Bank, expect a difference.
It is first down and 10, Ashland. They hand off to Eisenhower, and Eisenhower hits the line of scrimmage, and Madison hits him right about there. Looks as though he is stopped for no gain. So that brings up a second down and 10, Ashland.
Off the right side over right tackle to the left side of the Madison defensive line in that 4-3 look. Stopping Dan Eisenhower at the line of scrimmage. A couple of carries now for Dan for 7 yards. Through 3 games, he has 363 yards with a pair of touchdowns, averaging 121 yards a game.
Second down, Ashland. Snap of the ball. Back to throw. Pass near sideline. McFarland's got it. Tries to get away from Ziegler. Can't, and goes down at about the 25-yard line for a short gain on the play. We'll give him 5. It'll bring up third down and 5. Jared Ziegler made that last tackle. Tyler McFarland with that last catch. As we are approaching 4 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Still no score between the defending co-champ Madison Rams and 3-0 Ashland Arrows.
Just a quick out to the sideline. Pretty hot pass. McFarland doing a nice job hauling it in and picking up 5.
House right back to throw. Has all day. Rolling to the near side of the field. Will throw deep, and McFarland can't come up with a catch. That ball was overthrown. To tell you the truth, I think Housewright could have run for a first down.
That's the advantage of the spread offense. You get the mobile quarterback out around the corner, squaring up his shoulders and looking downfield. He throws the incomplete ball, but it certainly loosens up the corners over there. They've got to pay attention to the run threat. And Housewright is not afraid to tuck it and go. 2 out of 5 so far for Taylor Housewright for 15 yards. Andrew Spicer dropping back to punt the football. 35-yard average so far for Spicer.
Low snap. Baker picks it up, punts it, end over end kick. Matt Brown takes on the bounce, picks it up, comes up the gut, still running at the 40, trying to get around Baker. At the 30, trying to cut back, and goes down right there. Tackle made by Ashland's Mike Lamb. Last year, Matt Brown took a punt, and I don't know if he did it on his own or it was called when it was 4th and a whole bunch, and raced about 60 yards for a first down, and there you see him again.
He broke containment, and then he started doing a little bit of left and right, east and west stuff. Not much to speak of there. You can take a nice blindside shot when you start doing that stuff. And a personal foul against Ashland just adds to a laundry list of penalties here in quarter number 1. I made mention that Andrew Spicer was going to punt that football. He had been the punter through 3 weeks, but that punt from Andy Baker.
First down, 10 yards to go. Madison, again, they are deep in Ashland territory. They came away with no points on the last drive. Let's see if they can change that on this possession. And there to the line of scrimmage. Maxey's foot to the far side, Ziegler to the opposite side. Snap of the ball. Matt Brown gives it away. Devin Ole. Ole at the 10. Ole at the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown, Madison. And the Rams break out on top 6-0 with a try for point coming up.
15-yard run by Devin Ole at 3:43 of the first quarter. And that is thanks in large part to numerous and repeated penalties against Ashland, but take nothing away from the line blocking that sprung number 8 to the near corner and a 15-yard touchdown run and an early lead for the Rams in a big game here tonight on Nestle Lane in the OCC.
Zach Maxey will hold. Devin Ohl will try the point after to give Madison a 7-0 lead if he converts. There's the snap. The ball is down. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 3 minutes, 43 seconds left to go here in the first period. It's Madison 7 and Ashland nothing.
Well, I'll tell you what, if penalties continue to plague the Ashland Arrows and they don't come out on the winning side of the ledger, Scott Valentine may have that. He may have that team back off the bus at Ashland and at Community Stadium about midnight tonight. I don't know that I've ever seen a team penalized 6 times in the first quarter.
I can't remember the last time I've seen anything like that.
And they have not been of the minor variety. Of the 6, 4 of them have been major penalties. 2 unsportsmanlikes and 2 holdings. So Madison has things exactly where they want them, at home with an early lead.
Nate Cooper is back deep along with number 34, Dan Eisenhower. And Devin Ohl getting set to kick off from the 40, and Madison up 7-0.
Last year, Madison got the best of Ashland 33-7. Madison trying to do more of the same here in 2006. I think it's fair to say most area observers would probably say Ashland, the premier team, through 3 weeks. I know it's not 10 weeks, it's 3 weeks, but that's all we have to judge by so far. And through 3 weeks, Ashland coming in tonight had my nod as the premier team in the area.
You come into the home field of the defending co-champs, obviously with something to prove, and quite a few players back from that team last year saying we're not ready to give up the trophy just yet. Here's Eisenhower at the 10, 15 to the 20, and slipped and dropped at about the 25. In on the stop, Andrew Heiss, I believe, tripped him up. First down, 10 yards to go, Ashland from their own 25.
Well, they're going to be counting on Heiss throughout the night tonight. 41 tackles. He is the leader of the defense, 4 sacks. Also at defensive end, Jake Maudia with 6 sacks. That leads the conference in that particular category. So between the 2 of them, Heiss and Maudia with 10 sacks. Pressure on Housewright will be important to Madison's success here this evening. 3:37 remaining, first quarter.
Harris and Cooper, the 2 wide receivers, 2 backs in the backfield with Housewright. Going in motion is Logan Kerr. Snap of the ball, back to throw Housewright. He rolls out, he throws for Kerr, who makes the catch at the 40, and he's dropped right there. Ziegler on the stop for Madison. Jared with the tackle, but a gain on the play of 15 yards for Ashland. First down and 10.
Second catch of the night for Logan Kerr. Good enough for the first down. Little dink pass over the top by Housewright. Touch pass. And a nice job kind of tiptoeing down the sideline by Logan Kerr. That is first down number 3 for Ashland.
First down, 10 yards to go for the Arrows. Harris flanked to the far side of the field. Logan Kerr coming in motion from left to right. He gets the football, trying to sweep the far side, trying to cut it up, nothing doing. I believe Jacob Madial just kind of smothered him, and there to make sure that he stayed down was Dustin Beckel. Loss on the play of 1, 2nd and 11 Arrows. Ball back at their 39.
Trying to mix things up, not go to Eisenhower every time they keep it on the ground. Andrew Heiss, the middle linebacker, stepped up into the gap between the defensive tackles as though he was going to be coming. And then he stepped back. But nonetheless, Kerr is pulled down for the 1-yard loss.
2 flankers far side of the field, Kerr and Harris. Cooper is split to the near side, and we have a timeout, Ashland. So something up, and Coach Scott Valentine wants to talk about it.
Something I think is worthy of checking out, particularly for Ashland football fans. They may already know all about it. But you ought to go to a website that has been set up for the 100 years of Ashland Arrow football. The website is Century Arrows FB, centuryarrowsfb.com, and it documents 100 years of Ashland football. Pretty neat. ClickCoupon.com game room at WMFD.com. That is your opportunity to get inside to all of the games. You can see the radio game and the TV game live. Listen to the radio game, see the TV game live on the net. Also, they stay in the game room for your on-demand viewing and listening. Scores and more is in there. All the highlight packages. So if you haven't been to the ClickCoupon.com game room at WMFD.com, make it a point to check that out.
Coach Paul Dietzberger worked on that Century of Celebration site. A former coach at Ashland High School and a retired teacher there. Pass inside, Logan Kerr makes the catch, spins away at the 40. He's at the 45. He's at midfield and into Ram territory and knocked down at the 49. In on the stop for Madison was number 85. That's Brandon Fliger. Also there was number 14 for Madison, Tyler Talley.
Another first down for Ashland and the third catch of the night for Logan Kerr. He is the favorite target of Taylor Housewright in the first quarter.
So first down, 10 yards to go. Ashland, ball at the Madison 49. Madison leading 7-0.
That website one more time is centuryarrowsfb.com.
3 wide receivers, 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side. They give it away to Eisenhower. Eisenhower running hard. Gets down to about the 47-yard line for a gain of about 2. In on the stop for Madison was Andrew Heiss. 2nd and 8, Ashland. 1:50 left to play, first quarter.
Last week against Shelby, the spread offense for Ashland run to near perfection in the 17-0 shutout win. 2 touchdowns and 161 yards passing at halftime for Taylor Housewright. Add to the mix a 100-yard effort by Dan Eisenhower on the ground. That's what you want when you're going to run the spread.
2nd and 8, back to throw is Housewright. He gets away from one, but cannot get away from Parker and Mottiaw as he tried to go around the far side. And that's going to bring up 3rd and long as the Ram defense has stiffened on these last 2 downs.
Late developing. Good coverage in the secondary by Madison. Housewright had a difficult time picking out a receiver and allowed the Madison pursuit to catch up to him. Brought him down for a loss of about 1. 3rd down and 7. We're under a minute in the first quarter, 55 seconds on a moving clock.
47-yard line, 3 wide receivers, 2 of them flanked to the near side. Housewright gets the snap, he's back to throw. He has some time, he throws near side. The ball is caught by Harris. Harris trying to go to the stick, leans forward across the 40. Needed to get to the 39. I don't know that he got there. He looks like he's about a foot short. But let's see where they mark it.
Harris just finds the soft spot in the defense, sits down right behind the linebackers and in front of the corner and catches it and hooks back to the middle of the field. Good awareness to know where he had to stretch to, but he's not going to get there. It's going to be 4th down and less than a yard. And it appears Ashland's going to go for it.
Yep.
But it also looks like they'll be able to let the first quarter clock run down. Taylor Housewright does not need to be in any particular hurry. He can let the quarter expire.
Looks like he is in a hurry, though, and he will get his first down as the first quarter comes to a close. Quarterback Sneak got the football down to about the 37, and that's a couple of yards more than what he actually needed. They roll the clock, and that is it. After 1 period of play, our score, it is Madison 7, Ashland nothing.
Boy, I'm sure glad my dad's doors are tough. My dad says Gander Doors installs quality doors with kids like me in mind. He says that the life of a garage door endures a lot of hardship from active families who have kids like me. People have been trusting Gander Doors for 3 generations. So when you need a garage door, you should call my dad at Gander Doors. Right, Dad?
That's right, son. So give us a call at Gander Doors, 529-2002.
Each of us expects and deserves a good night's sleep, but for many, sleeping is a struggle. Approximately 18 million Americans suffer from obstructive sleep apnea. OSA is a life-threatening condition that causes a person to stop breathing repeatedly during sleep. The most common sign of OSA is snoring, interrupted by pauses in breathing. The good news is that OSA is treatable. There is relief.
Hirsch has a wide selection of masks to choose from, and we will work with you to ensure that you receive the maximum benefits from your therapy.
This is WMFD TV Channel 68 and America's first independent digital television station, WMFD Digital Television, Mansfield. We're playing your favorite artists on Mix 106.1.
The WMFD Sports Game of the Week is presented by Empire Affiliates, your community credit union. Also sponsored in part by First Federal Bank of Ohio, Richland County Children's Services, Hirsch Drug, and by Miller's Jewelry.
First down, 10 yards to go, Ashland. Football resting on the Madison 38-yard line is where they put it down. Housewright gets the snap, and whoa, they're trying to run a reverse. Logan Kerr fumbles the football and falls on it, and it's a huge loss. It's a loss on the play of close to 15 yards. Ball will be put down back in Ashland territory at the 48. Logan Kerr never got his hands on the ball.
It was a flip by Taylor Housewright to Kerr coming back the other way, and Kerr never did have possession. Lucky to fall on the football, and he did lose 15 yards. Ashland's going to have to battle some adversity in field position now, as that's going to bring up second down and 23.
They say loss on the play officially of 13 yards, and second down, 23 to go. Snap of the ball, Housewright's back to throw, has plenty of time, ball down the middle, Harris has got it, and he's going to run for a touchdown. 20, 15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown. I checked the field. There are no flags down, and Ashland has closed to within a point. It's now Madison 7 and Ashland 6, and just like that, they strike back.
Splitting the secondary right down the middle of the field, Brandon Harris on the 51-yard reception from the right hand of Taylor Housewright. You find coverage in too deep, and you can find the seam, you're going to go. And that's exactly what Brandon Harris did.
Boy, he went on that replay, too.
He did, didn't he?
Man, I want to tell you, he took off. Andy Baker in to try the extra point. Fairhurst into attempt, or Fairhurst into hold. Ball down, kick is up, and the kick is good. So we're even up at 7. 11:06 left to go here before halftime. Madison 7 and Ashland 7.
51 yards from Taylor Housewright to Brandon Harris. A nice job of composure in the pocket, picking out the open receiver. Harris gets to the inside, gets position on Devin Ohl, and once he splits those receivers, he's got no help deep and nothing but end zone in front of him.
He wasn't as fast on that replay.
Yeah.
He looked human. Fellas down in the truck trying to save some time. That's all right.
Well, after the early drop by Harris, he certainly makes up for it there as he gets this one tied up.
Some of the Madison Rah-Rahs, cheerleaders. Set to kick off for Ashland is Andrew Spicer. And back deep for the Madison Rams, Matt Brown to the far side, and I believe to the near side, Devin Ohl.
6 out of 9 for Housewright. He started 2 out of 5. He's heated up. 100 yards. A couple of catches by Brandon Harris, including that touchdown grab. Logan Kerr's got 3 catches. Tyler McFarland with a catch for 5. So Housewright has fed 3 different receivers here in the first half.
Spicer's kick is high, and whistles blow, and a flag is down, which means we may have offsides against Ashland.
Offsides on the kicking team.
You say illegal procedure, but that's offsides.
Team.
I've been at a number of games where, as you see the Rams coaching staff there, been in a number of games where you've seen a member of the kicking team well ahead of the ball on the tee before it's kicked.
And no flag.
And no flag is right, and that is offsides.
Yeah, you wonder how often, if the linesman looking down that line was going to be a stickler how often that call could be made.
It could be made quite a bit.
I think it could be. A lot more often than it is. That is penalty number 7 against Ashland for 65 yards. Takes a little edge off the pain when Scott Valentine looks at the scoreboard and sees things tied up. Madison sideline knows that many consider them the underdog in this game, but they have played a solid first half to this point, and they are tied with a team that many people feel is the premier team so far.
A high but short kick that will bounce and go out of bounds, and it all depends. Does Madison want Ashland to kick it again, or will they take it first down and 10 at their own 35?
I think they take it first and 10 at the 35. But Devin Ole is getting the explanation, and he will have an option.
Well, it is penalty number 8, regardless of what they call.
I believe they're going to go ahead and spot the ball at the 35, or not. Spotted it.
They're going to put it at the 40. Yep, first down.
Penalty is declined. So it is not penalty number 8.
Good field position. Madison starts this drive from their own 40-yard line. The game even at 7-all. 3 wide receivers far side of the field, 1 to the near side. Brown, a quarterback, gets a snap, back to throw, rolls to the far side, sets up, pocket, collapses on him, and he goes down. One of the first Ashland Arrows, I think, to get to him was number 39, and that's Luke Rogers. Also in there was number 71, Taylor Page.
Second time tonight, Matt Brown's been brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That time for an 8-yard loss. So getting some good push on the defensive line. The Ashland Arrows breaking down the blockers along the offensive front for Madison and getting to Matt Brown for the second time.
Officially 2nd and 17. Ball back at the Madison 33. Snap of the ball, pitch outside. Parker's got it, 30, 35, and I believe gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Knocked down at the Madison Ram 40.
He'll get his penalty yardage back.
And another flag. This one against Madison, holding against the Rams.
So you'll wipe the 7-yard run by Darren Parker off the board. So much for getting the penalty yardage back. Madison's going to add to it as they'll go the opposite direction.
They'll mark this one off and put the football down inside the 25 at about the 23. So now it is 2nd down and a whole bunch. Madison, to get a first down, would have to get to midfield.
Yep, the midfield stripe. You see the home side here at Madison High School.
Pretty good crowd on hand.
Good crowd on Parents' Night.
4 wide receivers, snap of the ball. Matt Brown rolls near side, trying to find somebody to throw to. Still looking, will throw the football upfield. Taylor Gross-Costa's got it. He has a first down, 35, 30. First down, Madison, as he is run down at about the Ashland 29-yard line. So Matt Brown made something out of nothing.
He almost was going to be sacked for the 3rd time, but he, just like Housewright on the previous possession, got a little air under the ball, let Gross-Cost run under it down the near sideline. 46 yards on the pitch and catch from Brown to Gross-Cost. Gets him out of a big hole, gives Madison the 4th first down before Gross-Cost is run out of bounds just inside the 30-yard line.
First down, 10 yards to go for the Madison Rams. Ball at the Ashland 29-yard line. Flagger is split to the far side of the field. Zach Maxey, the wide receiver, the opposite side. Handoff, Devin Ole. Devin Ole maybe got a yard.
We'll squeeze out a little bit of yardage. Short gain on first down.
Matt Lewis made the stop for the Arrows. Madison threatening to regain the lead. Even up at 7-all between Ashland and Madison. First conference game for both schools.
couple of pretty mobile quarterbacks tonight in Housewright and Brown. Escaping big trouble. Matt Brown has kept this drive alive with the big pass to Taylor Grosskost.
Snap. He is rolling to the far side of the field, wants to throw. He is being chased again. He throws for the sideline. It is intercepted. Jared Ziegler made the tackle, but it is intercepted on the far side. I believe coming up with the interception is Tyler McFarland, I believe.
Well, that was up for grabs. That was definitely a jump ball. Heavy pressure by Matt Brown.
It may have been Logan Kerr. Let me see.
And that ball just wobbles out of the hand of Matt Brown, and it is definitely up for grabs.
It is Logan Kerr who comes up with that ball. Yep, Logan Kerr makes the catch. Ziegler makes the tackle immediately. So credit the interception to number 3.
First turnover of the night for either team. Comes at 8 minutes, 40 seconds to go before halftime. Short circuits a Madison drive.
First and 10, Ashland, ball at their own 18. Housewright is back to throw. He has plenty of time, throws for the near sideline. The ball is caught and run out of bounds up the far sideline is Anthony Fairhurst. So, first down and 10, Ashland, mark the football close to midfield. They'll say he's out of bounds at Ashland's 47. So that stops the clock as the play goes out of bounds. 8 minutes, 32 seconds left to play in the first half.
26-yard reception by Fairhurst. Another first down, 126 yards through the air now for Taylor Housewright. First down number 6 for Ashland.
Housewright will take the snap and run the football himself, maybe get a yard or two. They're going to put him down at the 48-yard line. Jake Mottial, one of the Rams over there on the stop. Gain of 2, second and 8, Ashland. They'll put it down at the Arrows 49.
There's Matt Gotzel. Matt Gotzel in his 7th season here at Madison. The rest of his assistants around him. 35 wins and 30 losses for Coach Gotzel.
And a playoff season last year at 8-4 and a co-championship with Orville in the Ohio Cardinal Conference. Second and 8. In motion goes McFarland. Snap of the ball. Back to throw. Housewright airs it out. Far sideline. Nobody there. Pass incomplete. Third down and 8.
Now we're seeing a pure thrower in Taylor Housewright running that spread offense effectively here in the first half in the opener in conference play for many, many teams throughout North Central Ohio. 8-team conferences are in conference play for the first week tonight in most cases.
To the line of scrimmage comes Ashland. Third down and 8. Big play for both teams. Ball at the Arrow, 49-yard line. Snap of the ball. Back to throw Housewright. He has some time. Now running out of it. Steps up. Throws across the middle. The ball is in and out of the hands of Anthony Fairhurst. Ball was thrown a little high. Might have, maybe it should have been caught. Hard to tell. That one wasn't exactly right in the old breadbasket. It's 4th and 8, and Ashland will punt the football away, and Matt Brown goes back to receive it.
Well, aren't you getting a little lenient in your old age? I remember the day where you would say when the receiver touches it, he should catch it.
They used to scream that at me, too.
Awfully stern you would be in earlier years. You're getting soft.
Well, the earlier one, yes. And Baker punts, and this one is going to roll dead and go out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. So Madison will start this drive 95 yards away from their own goal. We'll take a break. 7:25 left in the half. Ashland 7 and Madison 7.
I'm Robert Franz, music director of the Mansfield Symphony Orchestra. For me, every concert is a thrilling journey, and I want to take you along. The Mansfield Symphony Orchestra is better than ever. In fact, it's one of the reasons North Central Ohio is such a great place to live. Join me for an adventure with the Mansfield Symphony Orchestra live in the historic Renaissance Theater.
Hi, I'm Michael Miller, owner of Miller's Diamond Jewelry. we have something for everyone. But if you don't find it, we can create it. We have custom design experts, a graduate gemologist, a friendly trained staff, and the latest in laser technology. With our commitment to quality and service, we give you the brilliance you deserve. Visit Miller's Diamond Jewelry in the Appleseed Center, Mansfield, celebrating 55 years, where our customers are the real gems.
There's a very young Madison fan, as it is first down and 10 for his Rams, all the way back at their own 5-yard line. Bobble on the snap. Matt Brown falls on it near the goal line.
Right on the goal line.
There, you can't get any closer without actually being right on the white stripe. I don't know if the ball was snapped before he was ready or what happened, but oh boy.
Continuing to have a little difficulty holding on to the football. There is no margin for error now. That football is barely out of the end zone. So on defense, Ashland actually playing a little offense here, as they've got Madison backed up about as far as you possibly could be.
It is second down, and we will call it 15. Knows the ball, just shy of the goal line. And let's see if Matt Brown lines up under center. The flag goes down. This might be delay of the game.
You can't go half the distance. The nose of the football is almost on the goal line. Look, did you see how he moved it?
I don't know.
He moved it 1.5 inches.
What's the difference there? I'd look down at the goal line and go, okay, the penalty's against you, but I'm really not going to move the football because it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah. Now that penalty should have been 5 yards. It was 1.5 inches.
Well, what the heck, it is still second down and 15. And they will line up under center, will Matt Brown. Snap of the ball, give it away, running with a football, I think is the first back through. And let's see who gets up. Getting up slow is Darren Parker, number 11.
Pickup of a couple.
At least you get a little bit of breathing room, not a whole bunch, as the football comes out to about the 2. 6 minutes to play in the first half. 7-7 game between Ashland and Madison.
I certainly wouldn't think they're going to throw it down this deep. Probably try to chisel out a little bit more yardage and punt the football away.
Yeah, just like we said last week, huh?
As soon as I say that, watch Brownie put it up.
Brown snap of the ball, give it away to Parker. Parker almost broke out of there, crossed the 5 and got up to about the 7 or 8. One of the arrows in on the stop was Shadron Starnes. That brings up a 4th down, and Madison will have to punt the football away. 4th down and about 7. So Ashland should get the football back in pretty good field position as Logan Kerr is back deep to receive the punt of Matt Brown, who will be kicking this football out of his own end zone. He gets the snap, and here comes the rush, and he gets it away. And Logan Kerr watches it hit and roll, and Josh Spielman is down there to down it. First down and 10 Ashland. Ball is at the Rams' 43-yard line.
34-yard punt by Matt Brown. 5:02 remaining in the second quarter here from Ram Field. Next week for these teams, they're both on the road. Madison will travel to West Holmes. West Holmes, the only other undefeated team in the OCC, along with Ashland. And Ashland will be on the road to face the Generals over at Worcester.
3 wide receiver, 2 of them flanked to the near side, 1 to the far side. Snap of the ball, hand off on a low snap. They give it away to Eisenhower. Dan Eisenhower crosses the 40 and gets down to about the 38-yard line. Getting off the bottom of that pile is Josh Spielman. I beg your pardon, that is Brad Mosier, excuse me.
Kept Eisenhower in check pretty well. That's the 4th carry for Dan, 14 yards. But it's been through the air that Ashland has been successful. 126 yards passing in the first half by Taylor Housewright, including a 51-yard strike for a touchdown to Brandon Harris.
Second down, we'll call it about 7. Housewright gets the snap, trying to run the far side. Isn't going to be able to do it. Parker wrestles him out of bounds at about the 40. Loss on the play of maybe 1 or 2. So now it is 3rd down and long for Ashland.
Referees in the ball game tonight. Referee is Tom Cope. The umpire, Dave Fatanini. The back judge is Steve Fatanini. They are brothers. Linesman is Doug Ciraldi, and the line judge this evening is Bill Harris.
3rd down and about 8. Ball back at the 40-yard line.
They want to put time on the clock. It's at 4:05 right now. Matt Godsel's trying to instruct 4:14 should be on the clock. That's what the official just told them, and clock operator has done so.
4 minutes, 14 seconds back on the clock, and let's get back to it. So here we go, 4th and 8. Beg your pardon, 3rd and 8, excuse me. Giving Ashland one less down. Back to throw is Housewright. He throws for the sideline. Logan Kerr makes a nice catch. Oh boy, that's major league. Stretched out, brought it in. 1st down, Ashland. And just across the 15 at Madison's 14-yard line. That was a good throw and a real nice catch by Logan Kerr.
That's a 26-yard catch as Logan Kerr really stretches out to bring this one in. Good ball delivered by Housewright. And Kerr giving up his body to bring it in. Nice a catch as you're going to see.
Yep, you're in bounds. No question there. On our replay, it looks as though he had to look right back into the lights. Now, I don't know if he did or not, but that's the way the replay made it look. Slot formation to the far side of the field. Housewright give it away to Eisenhower. Eisenhower trying to get to the 10, won't get there. Brought down at about the 12-yard line. Looked like he might get there, but nope. Off the bottom of the pile for the Madison Rams is Brad Moser. 3 minutes and 19 seconds left to go here in the first half. And it's 2nd down, and we'll call it 8 for Ashland.
Arrows trying to stick it in the end zone here as we approach 3 minutes to go, 2nd quarter.
2 wide receivers, far side of the field, one to the near side. Back to throw, Housewright thrown for the far corner, and it is almost intercepted. Almost intercepted on the far side by Madison's Brandon Flieger.
That underthrown ball almost was picked off. We flash back to last week. See a little bonus coverage of Willard and Lexington.
Is that what it's called?
Underthrown ball, incomplete by Housewright. Brings up 3rd down. Housewright with the ball to the far side, and Flieger stepping in front.
Well, it is 3rd down. Housewright back, throwing for the same corner, and this ball is caught inside the 5, I believe. And if that's the case, that's an Ashland 1st down, a 1st and goal. Logan Kerr on the far sideline with another good catch. And it will be 1st and goal for the Ashland Arrows. Put it down at the Madison 3-yard line with 2:48 left to go here in the first half. There's the replay as you see Logan Kerr turn around, make the catch, and then step right out of bounds. 1st down, 10 yards to go, Ashland. Ball at the Madison 3, snap of the ball, give it away to Dan Eisenhower. Eisenhower trying to get out of the pack, broke a couple of tackles, spun away, and he is in for an Ashland touchdown. It looked as though Madison had him stacked up at about the line of scrimmage. He hit the line of scrimmage, kept his feet moving. They didn't blow a whistle. He spun out of it, went over the right side. Touchdown, Ashland, and the Arrows lead 13-7 with the try for point coming up.
That 3-yard run by Dan Eisenhower is exemplary of what the coaches teach you in practice. You're running back, you keep the legs churning. That's exactly what Eisenhower did there. And he has 6 points because of his effort at 2:41 to go before halftime. Somehow he just bounced right out of the stack. It looked like he had to be down. And then he reappeared.
Snap, Fairhurst puts it down, Baker kicks it and puts it through. 2:41 left to go here in the first half. Ashland 14 and Madison 7.
Well, first half offensively for Ashland has been keyed through the air by Taylor Housewright. He's thrown for 161 yards, the identical number that he had at halftime just 1 week ago. Culminated here by the never say die effort of Dan Eisenhower. And that touchdown run of 3 yards puts the Arrows in the lead.
Probably handed the ball to the official and said, that looked much tougher than what it really was. No. Yeah, he did a real nice job, hit the hole and just kept moving, and then spun away and turned around, and there was nothing there but green grass and that last white stripe.
Big first half receiving by Logan Kerr, 5 receptions. There's the clickacoupon.com at WMFD complimentary football is being thrown out by the cheerleaders. We thank clickacoupon.com for coming up with those footballs to promote the website at WMFD.com. The game room there.
Matt Brown, Tyler Towley is back deep to receive the kick from Andrew Spicer. Puts his foot to it, kicks it well, and puts it out of the end zone. So, first down and 10, Madison put the football down at their own 20-yard line with 2 minutes and 41 seconds left to work with here in the second quarter.
Since that 15-yard Devin Ohl run back at 3:43 of the first quarter, Madison offense, outside of a nice catch by Taylor Grosskost, a reception of about 40 yards, offense for Madison needs to reestablish itself. It has gone away.
So first down, 10 yards to go. Madison, ball is at their own 20. See if they can mount a drive to tie the score before the end of the half. Snap of the ball, back to throws Matt Brown, trying to set up a screen it looks like. Nope, going to throw it to the sideline, and nobody in a green jersey there. Incomplete. Looks like his intended receiver might have been Jared Ziegler. Logan Kerr was defending. A flag is down.
Well, the offensive line for Madison going to have to find a way to protect Matt Brown. He has been on the rush the last several pass attempts. Ashland bringing the pressure and beating the offensive line to the quarterback.
From the action of Shadron Starnes, it's going to go against the Arrows. And unsportsmanlike against Ashland.
Another major penalty. So wipe the incomplete pass off the board. That was during the play, not after the play. 8 penalties for 80 yards here in the first half.
I don't know who that was against, but it's a penalty nonetheless. Matt Brown to the sideline, completes a pass to Jared Ziegler. The original line of scrimmage was the 35, and the completion moves the football close to the 40-yard line for a gain on the play of about 4. Second down and 6, Madison.
First catch of the night for Jared Ziegler. 3rd catch of the year.
They put it down at about the 39-yard line. They will go with 4 wide receivers, 2 each way. Brown back to throw. He has some time. He steps up. He is going to run. 40, 45, first down, and goes down close to midfield. Logan Kerr made the tackle on the far sideline, but not before Matt Brown was able to pick up a first down. So it's 1st and 10 Madison from their own 49. Clock running. Now they stop it to move the chains.
Matt Brown in the hurry up, trying to get things moving. Picked up about 8 yards on the keeper.
First down, 10 yards to go. Matt Brown back to throw again. Here comes the rush. Running for the far sideline. Will keep it himself. Can't throw it beyond the line of scrimmage and goes out of bounds, and a flag is down.
That'll be a 5-yard gain by Brown, and a late hit out of bounds would be my guess.
That one I'm going to have to see again. I don't know if it was all that late. No, he waved it off.
They're going to pick the flag up. So the 5-yard run by Brown is good. Second down and 5 upcoming. See a hit. Didn't look too flagrant, and it didn't look like it was particularly out of bounds either. So good call by the official to pick the flag up.
Second down, 5 yards to go for the Madison Rams. Ball just shy of the Ashland 45. Brown in shotgun with 4 wide receivers. Snap from center, he's back to throw. He's looking. He throws over the middle. This ball is caught and dropped by Jared Ziegler. Logan Kerr was defending. Don't know if Logan Kerr got a hand on it or not, but it is incomplete.
Going back to Ziegler, he was working Ziegler for a 5-yard reception earlier in the series. This time over the middle. Ball underthrown, hung up a little bit. Ziegler had to come back to it.
It was Logan Kerr that got in there and broke it up. 3rd down, 5 yards to go. Madison back to throw. Matt Brown, quarterback draw, right up the middle. Flag goes down. This one might be coming back. And Brown goes across the 40 down to about the Ashland 39, but this is probably going to be brought back via a hold.
The 3rd down play did result in the 1st down, but it's going to come back.
Holding, yep.
Right along the line of scrimmage. Matt Godsell not happy about that. That holding penalty, the 4th penalty tonight against his Rams for 30 yards.
Holding against Madison puts the football back at all the way back at the 43 of Madison. Guys turn around and look, where's the football? Well, it's right in front of you.
43-yard line. Brings up 3rd down, 16.
Ooh. So what was 3rd down and 5, very makeable, is now 3rd and 16 back at their own 43. Snap. Brown is back, has some time, looking at Zach Maxey near sideline. He goes up, he makes the catch. 20, 15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown, Madison. I'd like to see that again. I think Zach played a little basketball there and might have pushed off ever so slightly.
Oh, he
there.
did. He was working for position.
Uh-huh.
No flag called. 57 yards on the catch.
Let's look here.
To Zach Maxey. Follow the flight of the football.
We're not going to see it, but we see him make the catch. But before the ball gets there, I think Zach kind of had a little shove.
Hey, you do whatever
position. Yeah.
Whatever gives you the advantage, and it wasn't enough to draw the flag.
All right, muddle huddle, pitch outside. Devin O looking for the end zone for a 2-point try. Ball thrown low, incomplete. And with 1:39 left to go in the half, it is Ashland 14, Madison 13.
And mark that, because the 1-point differential, instead of going for the high percentage extra point, Matt Godsell rolls the dice on a little trickery in the 2-point conversion. Comes up short and trails by 1.
Well, that's why you go out of that muddle huddle. Hopefully you'll be able to catch your opponent a little off guard there. But I'll give Ashland credit. They weren't fooled. Defensed it fairly well. Here's the throw once again. We won't see the push-off. We'll see the catch.
It created separation for Zach, and he caught the football and got into the end zone. And I don't want to say got away with something, because struggling for position.
Sure. It'll happen. I'd do it. If you think that the flag's not going to be thrown, or maybe just a little shove, yeah, sure.
Score comes at 1:39 in the 2nd quarter and draws the Rams to within 1. 57 yards on the throw by Brown and the reception to Maxey.
And that's why he's out there. That creates that situation. As tall as he is, out there standing there at about 6'4", 200 pounds, and being a basketball player, create a jump ball situation.
Hang that football up there and let your athletes make plays. That's what the spread offense is all about.
Devin Ohl kicks it. It is a short kick, and coming up with it is Eisenhower. Eisenhower coming back upfield, running north and south, crosses the 30 and is knocked down at the 33, 34-yard line. They'll put him down at the 33, I believe, but it's 1st and 10. Ashland going the other way, and believe it or not, we have another flag down.
That's not surprising. There have been a flurry of flags here in the first half.
That is a personal foul against Madison this time, and a blow to the head. The second penalty like that we've had tonight. In the first quarter, we had one of those against Ashland.
Penalty number 5 against Madison. And with 1:35 to go, they have given Ashland the football near midfield. And in the spread offense, that 52 yards is something that can be accomplished in a minute and a half.
And they are to the line of scrimmage. Waiting on the pass from center. Back to throw as Taylor Housewright. Here comes the rush. Jake Madial chasing him and gets him. And knocks him down right at about the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10.
Well, when it comes to sacking the quarterback, nobody does it better than Jake Madial. He got to Housewright that time. 6 sacks coming in for Madial, leads the OCC.
He's got to do something to get attention. He's been moved to the offensive line this year from tight end last year.
Well, he has found his calling at defensive end on the defensive side of the ball for the Rams.
A position he played last year as well, I do believe. 2 wide receivers for the Rams. Here comes McFarland in motion. Snap of the ball. Housewright back to throw to the far sideline. The pass is complete. Coming up with a catch is Anthony Fairhurst, and that is an Ashland 1st down on the far sideline. So 1st down, 10 yards to go for Ashland. Put the football down at Madison's 38-yard line with 44 seconds left to play here in the 1st half.
1st down, number 9 for Ashland. 175 yards through the air for Taylor Housewright.
2 wide receivers, 1 far side, 1 near side. Snap of the ball, back to throw. Housewright again. He has plenty of time. He's going to go for it all. Up the far sideline. It's in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Anthony Fairhurst again. Even if he made the catch, I don't know if he would have been in bounds.
He ran Fairhurst out of bounds on the far sideline. But I'm impressed by Housewright's ability to just put that football out there. He's tall. He can see over the offensive line. He can pick his receivers. And he's got a mighty arm.
Watched him in a couple of passing scrimmages, and yeah, he can load it up there. And in passing scrimmages, he have all day to throw. This is a little different. We were at 3 wide receivers, 2 to the near side, 1 flank the opposite way. Housewright back to throw, being chased by Madial. He tries to step up into the pocket. He does. Now he throws upfield. The ball is caught. That is Brandon Harris, knocked down at about the 20-yard line. So Ashland picks up another 1st down with 15 seconds left to go here in the 1st half, and they'll put him down at the 19.
18-yard pickup on the reception. Another 1st down. 3rd catch of the night for Harris.
So 1st down for the Ashland Arrows, but there are 15 seconds left to play. And according to the scoreboard, Ashland will use one of its 2 remaining timeouts.
Well, interestingly enough, we're making a point that Taylor Housewright is one of the premier arms that we've seen. Best one we may have seen. He is not even in the league with Kyle Simmons of Orville. Down the road, we'll see Kyle Simmons coming in tonight, 877 yards. We may end up seeing Mr. Simmons next week. We've got a couple of games we're looking at. Senior High is going to the Valley to take on the Colts. The Orville Red Riders, and Kyle Simmons, going to Lexington to take on B.J. Payne and the Minutemen.
Clear Fork playing Orville tonight, and Senior High playing Lex tonight.
Scores and more, live from the studio Friday nights at 11:20 with Bob Cundiff and the gang. And the replay of Scores and More Saturday morning at 7:30. That kicks off Saturday morning coverage right after the Scores and More replay, the Game of the Week replay on Saturday morning. So big package of football. Catch your high school game in the morning on Saturday. Switch it on over and catch your college games in the afternoon and evening.
Here I thought I was going to be the star tonight, but
no.
Cundiff's going to be there. Back to throw, Housewright. He throws. Brandon Harris has got it. He is into the end zone. That is a touchdown for Ashland. And another flag down. It's in the backfield. This might be. It might be roughing the quarterback. I don't know. Let's see. No, it's coming back.
It's a 19-yard touchdown to Brandon Harris that will not stay on the scoreboard.
Holding against Ashland.
Ashland absolutely killing themselves tonight. The 9th penalty of the first half. 90 penalty yards, and Matt Godsell knows he caught a break there. One of the offensive linemen for Ashland guilty of a hold on a touchdown pass from Housewright to Harris.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against Ashland.
Well, we saw a preliminary call of a holding. And now do we see a second penalty, or was that the original penalty? We did see a preliminary holding call. The celebration penalty is the unsportsmanlike call. That's going to be declined, and the holding penalty will be accepted. Clarification from up on top by cameraman Bob Nye. Thank you, Bob.
Yeah, they must be seeing a lot more down there than what I am. Celebration penalty?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let's see. From where they moved him back, it looks like they marked both of them off, because they were 1st and 10 on the 19, and they're back to midfield. So they marked off a holding penalty, and then they marked off a celebration penalty, unsportsmanlike. Both of them marked off against Ashland.
First down and a ton. 1st and 41. Is that correct? They put it back at midfield. It's been a strange first half.
Well, you're going to definitely label it strange when one team has 10 penalties for 105 yards. Is the Madison Ram in need of ambulance transport or just hanging out by the ambulance? It looks like there's nothing wrong with the gait of the Ram. Looks like he's in good shape. Well, he or she, I'm not sure which. Madison Ram on Parents' Night, trying to get the home team crowd fired up. Not that they need a lot of motivation to be fired up. The Rams trail it by 1 on the Empress Express scoreboard. Just 10 seconds remaining before halftime. A timeout called by Ashland. Ashland shell-shocked. They were on the 19 going in. And just like that, they're back out at midfield thanks to 2 penalties.
Now they'll go with the same formation that they scored the touchdown on. Let's see. They do have 10 seconds left. Housewright is back, and he is going to run. He's to the 45. He is to the 40. He is to the 35. He is to the 30. And run down at about the 28-yard line. That stops the clock with 1 second left. We might have time for a long field goal try. And Ashland will probably take its last timeout. The clock is at 0, so they don't even give him a chance to do that.
Hold on
a second.
Don't go anywhere. They're going. Scott Valentine is certainly going to lobby for time to be put back on this clock. There were 2 seconds remaining when Taylor Housewright was tackled. Scott Valentine is beside himself. He wants a long field goal opportunity, and he's not going to let the Ashland Arrows leave the sideline, and now some of them start to go.
I got to tell you, they missed that one.
I don't know that we have an end of the half or not. Scott Valentine is not happy at all.
I looked up at the clock after that play had ended, and there was 1 second left. Now, did they get that timeout called?
That is Scott Valentine. Well, he's not calling his players back, so it appears that we've come to the end of the first half.
Nope, doesn't matter. At the end of the half, our score, Ashland 14 and Madison 13. And there you see Coach V walking off the field talking to one of the officials. And we will be back after this.
Give me an F, give me an R, give me an E, free. Give me a checking account with Empire. It's free, free, free.
We'll give you $25. Our free checking offers you no monthly fees, no minimum balance, free online banking and bill payment, free checks. Support your school with Spirit Checks, featuring your team's logo on every check. For every box you order, we make a cash donation to your school.
We got Spirit, yes we do. We got Spirit, how about you?
Empire Affiliates, your community credit union. Join us today.
Be a part of it.
Have you visited the library lately? You may be surprised by the changes that have taken place there. More CDs, videos, internet access, more of everything to inform and entertain you. And yet they still offer you the ability to hold a world of possibilities in your hand in the form of a book. Visit a branch of the Mansfield-Richland County Public Library today.
You have endless possibility at the library.
This is WMFD TV, Channel 68, and America's first independent digital television station, WMFD Digital Television, Mansfield.
Mansfield Sports Station is ESPN 1440 WRGN.
Tonight's halftime report is presented by Med Central Home Care and Hospice. For information on becoming a volunteer, call Jelaine Miller at 419-520-2950.
Halftime here at Ram Field. Let's go down to the field where the Ashland Arrow Marching Band is about to begin their halftime performance. the Ashland Arrow Marching Band. Let's get to some individual numbers. For the Arrows through the air, it's all Taylor Housewright offensively tonight. 11 out of 17, 193 yards and a touchdown to Brandon Harris. For the Madison Rams through the air, Matt Brown 6 out of 9 for 126 yards and a touchdown to Zach Maxey. Let's look at the team numbers through one half. You'll see time of possession squarely in favor of the Ashland Arrows as they run 33 plays to 19 for the Madison Rams. First down, Ashland's doubled them up. Rushing yards, neither team rushing the football because they are getting it done through the air tonight, 193 to 126. So the total yardage there, 225 for the Arrows and 155 for the Madison Rams. Relatively turnover-free, one Matt Brown interception, the only turnover we've had. But look at the penalty number for Ashland tonight, 10 first-half penalties for 105 yards. Madison with 5 penalties in the first half for 40 yards. 14-13, Ashland with a 1-point advantage. At 11:06 of the second quarter, a 51-yard pass from Taylor Housewright to Brandon Harris, and the point after touchdown was good. At 2:41 of the second quarter, a 3-yard Dan Eisenhower run. So Ashland packs 14 points into the second quarter. A 15-yard run by Madison's Devin Ohl got things started at 3:43 of the first quarter, and a 57-yard pass from Brown to Zach Maxey, 1:39 to go before halftime, finishes out the scoring. Let's go back down to the field now. Madison Marching Rams on the field. Central Home Care and Hospice halftime report. For information about hospice services, call 419-526-8442. Third quarter action is coming up.
Is Med Central Hospice.
It was assistance that I really felt that I needed.
I feel they have a devotion to not only the patient, but a devotion to the family. They're just like your special friend.
They just covered everything. They covered everything that if we had a problem, we didn't know what to do, we just asked the nurses or the staff, and they had the answers.
If you need help taking care of a dying loved one, please give us a call.
Get the best of both worlds. Access to Ohio's top-ranked public university in a picturesque setting, all at Ohio State Mansfield. In addition to on-site housing and affordable tuition, you have access to over 170 undergraduate majors taught by distinguished faculty in small classes. It's Big Ten quality in a small college setting. It's Ohio State Mansfield.
The WMFD Sports Game of the Week is presented by Empire Affiliates, your community credit union, and is brought to you in part by North Central State College, Mansfield-Richland County Public Library, Renaissance Performing Arts, and by Med Central Home Care and Hospice.